Breaking news out of Washington, D.C. President Joe Biden has dropped out of the 2024 presidential race. Here's the latest. Biden made the announcement this afternoon in a letter posted on the X social media platform. He quickly followed that with a second post announcing his endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris. The president says he will speak to the country later this week, but did not specify a date or time. This move rocking the political landscape. Now it's unclear who will be the Democratic nominee for president. Vice President Kamala Harris is being talked about, but that's far from a done deal. ABC's Perry Russum has more.
President Biden dropping out of the race for president, releasing a statement that reads in part, "I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term." Biden exits the race amid growing calls from lawmakers for him to step aside. Democrat turned independent Senator Joe Manchin this morning.
It's time. It's just time. A new generation to come in.
Biden's candidacy began to unravel nearly 1 month ago at the first presidential debate with former President Trump.
This guy told Trump, do whatever you want and do whatever you want.
Days later, Biden telling ABC's George Stephanopoulos only divine intervention could get him to leave the race.
With the fence, and if the Lord Almighty comes down and tells me that, I might do that.
Biden remained steadfast on the campaign trail.
If you're going to drop out, what you going to do? Well, here's my answer. I am running and going to win again.
This is the first time an incumbent president has dropped out since 1968, when President Lyndon Baines Johnson stepped aside. Biden is now endorsing his Vice President Kamala Harris, who was 22 years younger than Biden. The president writing, "Today I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this." Harris does not automatically become the Democratic nominee. The process to choose a ticket remains murky, and it's not clear if other Democrats will challenge Harris. Democratic National Committee Chairman Jamie Harrison saying, in short order, the American people will hear from the Democratic Party on next steps in the path forward for the nomination process. Trump's campaign team is already narrowing attacks on Harris, Donald Trump Jr. calling Harris more liberal and less competent than Biden. We are waiting to see when President Biden will address the nation. He has been at his vacation home in Rehoboth Beach, recovering from COVID. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.